wild this thing is.
Yes, sir, man.
How did this all come about?
Always wanted to.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Man, what a season we've had so far. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's
No
Kevin
fear,
Harlan.
Ernie.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
The crowd is coming here to Vivint Smart Home Arena, Salt Lake City, Utah, to cheer on their Jazz. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And, of course, your rep. Even without him over the short term, they've really come together and are playing some pretty good basketball.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
And the Jazz start out with the ball. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Now, here's Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Rubio against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league, not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Rubio. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greg, he's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
Now, here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Now, here's Ingles after the miss from Stephen Curry. Back to Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Steve, Kevin Durant has talked about how he fits in with the Warriors, both on the court and in the locker room.
Well, he gets his shots within the flow, doesn't have to force it as much. And Stephen Curry, the face of the franchise, that allows KD to just focus on basketball.
First free throw is good.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the second youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
Durant hits them both. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are two things that you don't lose with age.
Mitchell with it, picked up by Thompson. Three-pointer. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor and making plays, the 3 is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
Pass to Thompson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. On the wing, Ingles. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And Steph Curry, Steve, the #1 selling jersey in the league for the last 3 consecutive seasons. For all the attention, he seems remarkably unaffected.
Just the way he was raised, a great family. His father, Dale, played in the NBA, but made the kids work for things they wanted. It's not an act with Steph. It's just who he is.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. What a teammate, what a leader.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
The Warriors have 3 elite scorers, but in the half court, Steph Curry is the key. It all starts with his ability to break down the D, get into the lane, and create for his teammates.
Now, here's Rubio. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. 5 to shoot. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
Steve, you think about Curry inside. How about his finishing? I mean, just amazing.
A shot maker, not just a shooter. Whether it's pull-ups, floaters, English off the glass, he's high efficiency without being a high flyer.
So Favors will bring it up for Utah. 3-point lead. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Murray finds Durant. Down low, Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I still marvel at the guard level skills for a player that size of Kevin Durant.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell against Thompson. Green with the block. And they get it back. Rubio with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Ingles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Third is Stephen Curry.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
You're right. I don't care what position it is. With percentages like that, get them more shots. The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is a art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. Your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. Alec Burks checked in for Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Different look here for the Warriors. Jordan Bell's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in. Now here's Livingston. Passes it to Bell. And Cousins kicks to Cook. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That ties it up.
The shot clock was getting low, but Livingston is one of those guys that's comfortable taking the basketball, getting to his spot, and knocking it down.
Exum finds Crowder. So here's Burks. Outer dishes to Burks. Shoots over Livingston. Another miss by Utah. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Cook. Poked away. And the pass to Iguodala. Here's Bell. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Shot by Crowder, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here is Cook, defended by Crowder, and they take the lead.
Such an active player. Love seeing Bell give up his body and be rewarded for the hustle.
Exum passes to Udo. Burks kicks to Cephalosha. Can they get it? And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Now here's Livingston. Now Bell. Pass to Livingston. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Utah trailing here. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Exum kicks to Udo. Passes it to Burks. That shot off. Good defense by Iguodala.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And so it's Golden State with it. Cook, the pass to Looney. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here is Cook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Udo.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Tie game in Utah. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kevin Durant provided insight into the chemistry of a team chock full of competitors.
You know, there's times where we argue and times where guys want to, throw blows, but that's a part of just being around guys for so long. And, but it's fun. It's fun learning more about yourself as a leader, as a player, and I think that's my next evolution.
And the mix of personalities for this Warriors team, part of what makes them tick.
Different leadership voices, all committed to winning. And I think within that mix, Durant is able to find his place and his voice.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
Exum and Burks, they're back. Cephalosha is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Udo in at the 5. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Clock is at 3. And it's Cook missing. Utah leading. Certainly a major strength of this Utah Jazz team is the way they can dominate on the defensive end.
Up and down the roster, there are a lot of solid defenders. Rudy Gobert is the big name, but guys like Ingles, Crowder, Mitchell, and Rubio are all great as well. This team can just be suffocating defensively.
Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in. Well, finances may be the only thing that can slow down the Warriors. Those star contract placed them way above the salary cap. Big luxury taxes are on the horizon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Burks. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. And by some estimates, Smitty, the Warriors may spend about $500 million in luxury tax by the end of 2021.
Woo-wee, a cash crunch. Whether it's the new arena in San Francisco, seat licenses, they're looking at every avenue to foot the bill.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Curry on the wing, covered by Rubio. Curry against Rubio. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. It's over Rubio, and the Warriors miss again. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
The Warriors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. Draymond Green credits his upbringing in Saginaw, Michigan for his toughness, Steve.
He comes from a long line of people who love to talk. On the playgrounds in Michigan, you have to back it up. So he was always determined to earn respect by winning, no matter what.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Rubio finds Gobert. Mitchell outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
That one, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Pass to Mitchell. Over Thompson. Another miss by Utah. The Warriors leading. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Ooh, thank you, D.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Gobert's got 6.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Durant kicks it to Looney. Durant against Ingles. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Feeds to Rubio. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
His 3-pointers off the mark. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. And a slam dunk by Favors.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Green left side. He had stolen by Ingles. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
It was a long and winding road to the NBA for Ingles. Played in Australia, Spain, and Israel. Finally got his chance with the Clippers and then the Jazz in 2014.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kevon Looney.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. Around 20 points per game last season. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
And Steve, talking about Ingles, once he did break in, he more than held his own.
As a rookie, he started 32 games, then kept building on his success, earning his coach's trust. Ultimately, he landed a really nice contract, and he has continued to play well.
Free throw no good for Curry. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
And Favors kicks to Rubio. Let's go. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Rubio against Curry. To the middle. It's deflected. Ingles with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rubio missing again.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Favors. Alec Burks comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And for good reason. We talk about the effect of Gobert's wingspan, somewhere around 7 feet 9 inches.
Kevin, that's a tremendous advantage that few others have. I guess Mo Bamba's up there around 7 feet 10 inches. And of course, my old teammate Manute Bol still holds the record at 8 feet 6 inches.
Curry dishes to Cousins. Back to Curry. Pocket 6. Lets it go from deep. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Exum passes to Gobert. Ingles against Durant. Now, here's Ingles. He's guarded closely. .139 left to play in the first half. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And KD at times in his career shooting over 10 free throws a game. One of the best in the league at working himself to the line.
So they now lead by 1.
This Warriors super team drawing comparisons to the teams of the past. Michael Jordan's Bulls, the Showtime Lakers, the same buzz in the building when they come to play.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Crowder comes in for Gobert. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Durant hits them both. And Smitty, some argue that this Warriors team is the best of all time. Some heated debates.
The Warriors players wise to sidestep those questions. They're focused on the now, dominate the teams in front of them, and keep winning championships.
Sefolosha against Durant. Shot clock at 5. From 18 feet away. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and the Warriors making a change here. Cook's checked in. Cephalosha hits both of them. 1:15 left here in the second. Livingston looking for the opening. And Bell kicks to Livingston. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Covered by Cephalosha. Pass to Bell. Shoots over Crowder. Bell's shot is good. Bell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now here's Udo. He's guarded by Cousins. Back to Udo. Burks finds Cephalosha. And Exum gets it to go on the assist from Cephalosha. 6 points for Dante Exum.
They are just killing him on the interior.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cousins inside. He's guarded by Udo. Bell up on top. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Jazz. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Shot by Crowder, no good. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Steve Kerr. Coach, what did the team do in that first half defensively?
Just competed. You know, we have a very good defensive team, and our guys are getting after it. I think we've been a lot better defensively than we have offensively, and some of that defense has led to some transition and some open shots.
Something your guys always fall back on. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Durant and Green are the forwards. The tremendous pair of Curry and Klay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jazz shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Mitchell against Thompson. That one wide left. Warriors shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms and is very quick off his feet.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other."
What's up,
Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. And Cousins, no good on that one. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Favors passes to Mitchell. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Curry. He kicks it to Cousins. There's the three. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Cousins. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Gobert finds Rubio. Back to Gobert to the inside. Ingles. That one off the back iron and out.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
And the Jazz call time here. Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve, but what impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Last season, he played outstanding. 7th in assists and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of
it. Jazz trail by 11. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Pass to Favors. The shot from the low post is good.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Golden State.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Green dishes to Curry. Thompson outside. The three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 5.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Jazz have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Curry against Rubio. The drive by Mitchell. And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft. Featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late riser on most people's boards, but still couldn't crack the top 10.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And he makes the first. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think that we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Curry kicks to Cousins. Back to Curry. The pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. They double-team Curry. Stolen by Rubio. Unloads from 13. Kept alive. Pass to Gobert. Rubio finds Favors. The fadeaway. Count it. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to respect Favors. His jumper is lights out.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Looney. He's covered by Favors. Back to Thompson. Curry on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. It's over Rubio. That misses off the backboard.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
He feeds it to Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Favors got 8.
That's where a majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
To the inside. Here's Rubio. Shoots over Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Jazz have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he makes the first. Steve, the golden era of basketball for the Jazz were in the late 90s with Stockton and Malone. What was it like playing against those teams?
Well, they were unguardable in the pick and roll. Fantastic in the fast break situation. Karl Malone, one of the best runners at the 4 position. And then you had John Stockton. If you made a mistake, he would make you pay with the pass. And they had toughness. Probably would have won a title if Jordan wasn't around.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What I'm trying to figure out, why was their defense so much more suffocating in the first half? This does not look like the same team at all.
The Warriors have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
That's good from Cook. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. Outside Crowder. Burks the pass to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors leading by 7. On the wing, Iguodala. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. Udo kicks to Burks. That shot off the mark. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Iguodala right side. Steve, you look at the core of this Jazz team. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Still very, very young.
Mitchell, obviously the youngest, but the Jazz have a good amount of players just entering their prime. Their front office has done a great job of identifying talent in the draft and developing it.
First one falls for him. An embarrassment of riches for the Warriors. Steve, who do you think is their best player? Is it Steph, KD? Some might even say Draymond Green with his overall impact.
Well, let's first start off. They have 4 All-Stars, and they all are fantastic. The MVPs are KD and Steph, so it's between those two. I would have to lean on Kevin Durant a little bit better than Steph.
And so he makes both from the line.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
Jazz trail by 9. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Stolen by Thompson. Passes to Livingston. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the Jazz call time here.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Mitchell.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Cephalosha kicks to Udo. Here's Crowder. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Crowder's got his first points of the night.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
Now here's Livingston. On the wing, Thompson. And here's Livingston. And the rejection by Udo. Here's Cousins. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 9. Cephalosha kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Burks. Takes the 3. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Thompson outside. On the wing, Thompson. Launches a 3. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Iguodala kicks to Cousins. On the wing, Green. Now Livingston shoots over Crowder. Another shot, and it's Green missing.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
I mean, a beautiful combination of power and concentration. Crowder as relentless as they come.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Crowder. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now here's Livingston, covered by Rubio. Green dishes to Livingston. Stolen by Mitchell. No good on that one. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Warriors lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jazz trail by 3. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Udo out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Mitchell kicks to Udo. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Bucket is good. Udo's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Thompson showing determination getting to the hoop. Even with contact, he finds a way to drill the shot.
Mitchell passes to Cephalosha. Just 5 to shoot. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Livingston. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Green outside. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
You see the feel from DeMarcus Cousins, tracking down the miss, then making good on the second chance opportunity.
Utah calls timeout. And for DeMarcus Cousins, it's just good to see him back and seemingly not with any ill effects of that Achilles injury.
Injuries like that are always scary, especially to big men. With Cousins, you never worried about him missing so much time. The concern was him regaining all his burst and agility.
Checked in for Utah. Favors comes in for Crowder. Golden State also making some changes. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
All right, thank you, David. The drive by Green. Durant against Cephalosha. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mitchell kicks to Cephalosha. Back to Mitchell. Gobert finds Cephalosha. And here comes the break. For 3, Durant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Rubio looking around. Mitchell against Thompson. And it's Mitchell missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry kicks to Durant. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. The pass to Mitchell to tie it up. The Warriors pull it in.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since. The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
Jazz trail by 5. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Here's Durant. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
What I love about Durant, doesn't force anything. Everything comes naturally and under control.
They get a hand on it, and Gobert kicks to Favors. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Here's Cephalosha. To the middle. Here's Favors. Back to Cephalosha. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Timeout called the Warriors. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits at this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Favors against Curry. There's the dish to Green. Outside for Durant. Cousins finds Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell outside. Dishes it to Gobert. Pass to Ingles. Gobert against Cousins. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, Golden State. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Clock at 6. Here's Mitchell.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters.
And it's Durant missing.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Ingles kicks to Mitchell. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 1st foul. Thompson against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. Misses off the right iron.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Here's Durant. Lays it up off the glass.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
Jazz trail by 9. Mitchell outside. Kicks to Favors. Over Green. The Jazz with another miss. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Back to Rubio. Shoots over Curry, and Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Gobert.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Curry gets the bucket.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 9. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Utah with the ball. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Ingles can't get it to go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Curry. Great D that time from Favors. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Mitchell's shot is good.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
It's Curry outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 10. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Crowder, the pass to Burks. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
Bell passes to Cook. Got a piece of it. Burks with it. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.